Ever feel like your business is playing musical chairs instead of growing with intention? You got people juggling three jobs, others buried under tasks they were never hired or trained to do. And when things get hectic, the go to solution is panic hiring, or the CEO does it. Just throw bodies at the problem and hope something sticks. Does that sound familiar? I'm Rhamy Alejeal, CEO of People Processes, and welcome back to Don't HR Alone, the podcast for business owners and HR leaders ready to grow with purpose, not chaos. Today, we're digging into a deceptively simple, often misunderstood tool that can absolutely transform your hiring, your org chart. Not just who to hire, but when. Now, if you've ever asked yourself, do we need a project manager yet? Why are we still overwhelmed even after hiring someone? Wait, who's in charge of that? Then your org chart probably isn't doing its job. Or maybe you don't even have one. This episode is especially for those of you leading growing teams. Maybe you just crossed 10, 25, or even 50 employees. You're starting to feel the weight of unclear roles, team burnout, or reactive hiring. But at the end of this episode, you're going to walk away with a clear understanding of how org charts work to drive growth. Yes, real growth. The top red flags for your structure that needs attention, and a proven four-step method to know exactly who to hire next. No guesswork. All right. First, let's frame what an org chart is. It's not just a top-down diagram of whom reports to who. You're done right. Your org chart is your strategic blueprint. It shows how your business works today, and more importantly, how it needs to function tomorrow. Think of it like a house. You wouldn't remodel a kitchen without checking the blueprints. So why build your team without one? Let's go through some unmistakable signs that your org chart needs some attention. Sign number one, people are overwhelmed and wearing too many hats. Your operations person is answering support tickets, running payroll, and building email campaigns. That's not agility, it's duct tape. And it's the fastest path to burnout and turnover. Often this happens because nobody stopped in to define the actual roles. How can you hire the right person if you don't know what seat they're supposed to fill? That's the million-dollar question. Two, decision making is slow and constantly over-escalated. If your team doesn't know who can approve PTO, refund a client, choose a vendor, you got a bottleneck. Good org charts don't just list roles, they clarify authority. That means fewer delays, less confusion, and a whole lot less back and forth. And three, people are leaving and you don't know why. Employees can't tell what success looks like, where they're going, who they report to. They'll feel lost and disengaged and gone. Most bad fits aren't bad people. They're victims of a bad structure or a poorly communicated culture. A strong org chart paired with clear job descriptions can change that story entirely. So, what do you do about it? Here's what we do at People Processes, and you're welcome to steal it. Map out your future org chart. Don't start with who you got now. Forget about who you have now. Picture your company 12 or 18 months ahead. If that's too soon, do it 5 years out. Build your dream org chart. Who owns sales? Who's leading ops, admin, fulfillment, HR? I volunteer. Your future chart becomes your hiring strategy. You're not guessing, you're designing your future and then building towards it. Then, once you've laid out your org chart, and there's lots to that, some good things to think about are span of control, how many people report to one manager. The act of management includes lots of things. It includes leadership and inspiration. It includes performance management. It includes, inspiration is often called engagement, those sorts of things. Performance management, quality assurance, scheduling, being the lead knowledge person for escalations. There's a lot to management. And the more you put on one person and the more they're doing for different people, different types of people, the fewer people they can manage. So think about your management function and how you're going to structure that. How many people are going to report to one, whether they need support staff, etc. Build out your structure. Then lay your current team on top of that future structure. Where are the holes? Is no one owning culture? Are 3 people sort of handling finance? Those gaps are your hiring roadmap, okay? If you put a 50-person org chart together and you've only got 15 people, all of those jobs are still getting done. They're just not getting done well. So take a look, and if it's something that you're not doing at all, you can leave it blank. But even if someone's kind of doing it, I want you to write their name and their responsibility for that on your org chart with 50 people. You only have 15, that means everybody's going to have 3 jobs or more. Right? Your executives may have 7. Identify those gaps. And then prioritize based on impact. Ask yourself which role, if filled, would reduce overwhelm across the team, increase revenue, improve retention or customer experience if someone could really focus on that. Start there. Not every hire is equal, and go for leverage. I do recommend you start as low on the totem pole as you can. You want more doers than managers. And most of the time, that's going to be your highest impact roles. Share it. Once you've worked it through, don't keep the org chart in your head or on your laptop. Share it with your leadership team or even the whole company. When people see where they fit and where they're going, you'll build alignment, motivation, and trust. You also kill a lot of the gossip and drama that thrives in ambiguity. It lets people see where the company's going and where they could fit in. We've worked with a nonprofit recently, 28 employees. They have an org chart in that they had a structure, but the org chart literally just covered their primary service and a couple of executives. Nothing really was intentional about their design, and all kinds of from new hires in a medical role were also in charge of developing training. All these sorts of things wound up overwhelming. The operations manager was doing everything: IT, donor relations, and fixing the dang printer. Once we mapped their future state and reassigned the responsibilities, they didn't need 3 new hires. They wound up just needing the structure, and they wound up getting so much faster, being able to make decisions quicker, and it lowered their turnover. Clarity is that powerful. So here's how to turn today's episode into action. Sketch your ideal org chart, 12 to 60 months ahead. Overlay your current team, who's sitting where. Highlight the gaps that are highly impactful. That's your next hire. And pick the one role that will make the biggest impact right now. And then create a timeline, even if it's 3 or 6 months out. Knowing when is just as important as knowing who. And hey, don't worry about making it pretty. It's not a piece of art, it's a tool. It can be communicated well, and it can wind up having a video from the executive saying, hey man, this is where we're at. This is where we're going. I'm really excited about this. If you see a position on here that's your dream job, let me know. I want to make sure you're ready for it. If this episode sparked some clarity or at least a, whoa, I need to fix that, here's your next step. Down below, I have a free org template. It's the org chart and a strategic hiring checklist, and for like a future org chart design. It even has a worksheet. They'll walk you through every step. You can download it from the description below. Or if you're a US-based business owner or executive with more than 10 employees, book a free 30-minute consult with me. I'll help you build your future structure and hire like you actually have a plan. And as always, if you found this helpful, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a fellow business owner or HR leader. You never know who you'll save from a panic hire spiral. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Rhamy Alejeal. Now, go out there, have a great day, and get your work done. I'll see you soon.